Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here, and boy oh boy do we have some big fun for you here today. That's right, the MaXXXine trailer finally dropped, and this has got to be one of the most hotly anticipated trailers, especially in horror, in a really long time. The film is directed by Ty West, who we know from House of the Devil, The Innkeepers, and of course X and Pearl. And man, this one, we all thought we were gonna get a trailer during the Super Bowl, so probably a whole bunch of horror fans watched that game just to see that. It didn't happen, but the day is here. Let's jump right into it. Real quick before we get going, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know how pumped you are for MaXXXine, and also which one out of X and Pearl is your favorite. And here we go.
So, MaXXXine. Your agent tells us you're quite a popular name in adult film and entertainment, is that correct? I'm curious, did you always want to be in that line of work?
I always wanted to be famous.
If you need to read off the sides we gave you, just go ahead, all right?
I know the lines.
She turns to the camera and, through her trauma, addresses the lens directly.
Name 5 celebrities who got their start in horror movies.
Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, Brooke Shields, and
MaXXXine fucking minx.
I don't like walking out here with that freaking Night Stalker guy on the loose.
The Night Stalker.
Night Stalker?
Night Stalker.
Terrorizing
Los Angeles.
Bringing in some of that real world.
So said every dead girl in Hollywood.
MaXXXine, I'm the private detective. I had to find you.
Was that Kevin
My
Bacon?
employer is a very powerful man.
It is.
The past ain't finished with you. It's gonna keep knocking at your door.
Oh, this is fun looking. Holy shit.
The Night Stalker.
If I knew 3 people who were murdered in 3 days, I'd be pretty scared. What are you hiding, MaXXXine?
If I tell you something, we've got confidentiality.
What'd you do?
This is the defining role of your career. Whatever's going on in your life that's interfering with this picture, squash it.
I intend to.
MaXXXine.
Love that 80s look, man.
Fucking movie star.
Just takes me back. Damn. Hell yeah. All right, that one, damn, that looks, let's give it another watch and have a little chat about it. I tried not to talk too much over the trailer because I want everyone to be able to soak it in. It's my first time seeing it too, so maybe it's not your first, but I just want to absorb everything. Really love the, of course, I mean, the 1985 setting is great. Now, I was born in 82, so I was just a little kid, you know, pretty much a baby. But I remember a lot of the 80s. I have 4 older siblings, so, you know, these songs and the fashion and everything just really stands out to me, you know, maybe more than it would have if I were like an only child or something like that. So really love the aesthetic they're going for here. Man, Mia Goth, I mean, the presence that she has, that accent she has, and just you can just sort of feel how powerful she is as a performer. Of course, having Kevin Bacon in here, I didn't read up too much on this because I just kind of wanted to be surprised by the trailer. I absolutely love Kevin Bacon as a performer. I think he brings so many different flavors. He's never afraid to tackle like any kind of genre of film, which I think is, you know, essential, you know, as your career goes on, to not only be relevant for a long time, but also just to show people what you can do as an artist, right? I mean, not every actor is necessarily an artist. Like maybe they don't reach that level, but I think Kevin Bacon surely does bring that. I really like the melding of the real world with the fake world that they've brought in, from X, bringing MaXXXine into everything. So seeing like the Universal lot and all that stuff. We get some shots of course, you saw Bates Motel and the Bates house, and then also there's a shot later here where you see, like one of those famous street settings that you probably see in like tons of TV shows and movies, and you don't even realize, right there, that it's Universal Studios, and they can just shoot it from a different angle and you wouldn't even know. So Hollywood loves movies about movies. You'll find if you go back and look at a handful of movies that have like won Best Picture, a lot of them like are about movies or some way wrap in that world of Hollywood. So they're kind of into themselves as far as an industry goes, and it's really clever of a guy like Ty West to sort of tie that in, no pun intended, I promise, to his love for horror. He's the king of, I feel like, a slow burn kind of horror, especially, when you look at House of the Devil and you look at The Innkeepers. Those are two of those slow burn movies. They remind me a lot of like 1980s The Changeling with George C. Scott, which is one of my favorite horror films, especially one of my favorite like haunted house films. So I really like the tone that Ty gets, and he's not afraid to take time, let things gestate, and develop the way that they should for an audience. Especially, you'll hear me say this on the channel a lot, in an effort to sort of like make the audience smarter. Like the better we are as an audience, the better the movies are going to be, because we're going to hold movies to a way higher regard and a higher bar. We're going to expect more and not going to give our money to movies that don't deliver. So performances here look great. I don't think I need to see any more. I think this is a great trailer that gives you just little tidbits of information. You know that the Night Stalker is there. You know that MaXXXine is either implicated or assumed to be implicated. And I don't need to see anything else. They've got me hook, line, and sinker. I want to see this movie. Absolutely. And rightly so that this one was hotly anticipated, like I said in the intro, because they surely deliver here. Man, if this came out during the Super Bowl, people would have gone completely batshit crazy. There probably would have been some kids having nightmares and some very upset parents as a result. So maybe that's why they didn't do it. But I think like when you have something really good, why not hold off a little bit, bait that audience a little bit more, bring up that anticipation. And now here we are, like we've been waiting so long. It would take a colossal disappointment to have the fans of these films so far not be excited at what we're seeing here with this trailer. So guys, this was absolutely just kind of knocked my socks off here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you are, if this makes you even more excited, if your level of excitement can't really get any higher because you've been looking forward to it so much, or even if you think it didn't really live up to all the hype. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Let's get that conversation going in the comments. And leave a like if you enjoy this kind of content. Please subscribe. We are like this close to 500 subs right now. It'll be a huge milestone for the channel here. You guys have been absolutely awesome in your support. Not only, the people in the community that are audience members, but also the content creators have been amazing. So thank you so much to everyone out there who's been enjoying the channel and finding the channel as we continue to grow here. So guys, those are my unfiltered, just one take thoughts on the MaXXXine trailer. I am pumped. I cannot wait to see this movie here this summer. It's going to be hot as hell here in Arizona, but I'll have some good AC in the theater, and can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys once the film is released. So until next time, I've been and will continue to be Davey Deathray. Take care.